time as a cadet, as I look back, mostly I remember is just wrestling and studying. As we went, I was able to start as a freshman, and so the demands of wrestling and academics kept me pretty busy in that area. Once I graduated, I was able to stay on as a grad assistant for Coach Effner for 6 months, and then I moved to Fort Sill, Oklahoma, where I branched to field artilleryman. I did my basic course there, then I went to Ranger School, and following that I was assigned to Fort Sill, where I spent about 3 years as a lieutenant during my lieutenant time. Well, I think my best memory that I have as an Army wrestler was in the EIWA Championship Finals, where I was wrestling Scott Sliker from Navy, who was ranked #1 in the nation. And I was able to beat him in that tournament, get outstanding wrestler as well. And that's a memory that I'll always have and I'll always cherish, to be an Army wrestler and to knock off the #1 guy in the nation. I was very fortunate. I came out of battalion command, and my boss asked me the 2 things that I wanted to do, and I told him the first thing I wanted to do was try to get back to West Point. You know, to be able to almost go full circle from where I started to kind of, not say where I end, but pretty close to where I'm going to end my military career. It was a great opportunity. I was able to be a regimental TAC officer for about 12 months and then get promoted, and General Clark gave me the opportunity to be the brigade tactical officer for 14 months, and then I was able to move down into ODIA, into the position that I'm in now. And I really just loved every minute and every opportunity that I've been able to share with cadets and leaders at West Point, and it's just been a great opportunity for myself and my family, and a time in my military career that I will always treasure and value. I can tell you, as you say that, I'm getting goosebumps right now. I went to Founders Day last week in Dallas, and there was a photo that was taken of the audience as our heavyweight wrestler took down Navy heavyweight with probably 5 seconds left in the match. And I think that was the turning point for that match. And everyone wrestled great, and everyone contributed. But the excitement in the crowd that night with that photo captured it all. And like I told everybody at Founders Day, there's no drugs, there's no academic course, there's no military training that brings the excitement of Army versus Navy. And I think the new wrestling coach, Kevin Ward, who was on a 4-time NCAA championship team, said it best, is that was the most exciting match he'd ever been a part of. And for me, as I told this group, it took me 25 years to see Army beat Navy in wrestling. And so, you know, as my time here at West Point comes to an end, that's just the capstone of the 3 years that I've spent here, and it was just incredible, and it was the most exciting match I've witnessed, and to be a part of Army wrestling is something that, again, that I'll always treasure. Graduating from West Point really opens a lot of doors, opens a lot of opportunities, and I've had a wonderful almost 25 years in the Army so far, and I'm getting ready to leave to go to Korea, to where I'll be 8th Army Inspector General in Korea, in Yongsan, Korea. And some of the main excitement is always when you have the opportunity to command, and I've been able to command at the company or battery level with a 105 battery at Fort Wainwright, Alaska, which was an adventure. And I've also been able to command at Fort Sill with the Bullock Battalion, where I had the Basic Officer Leader Course Battalion, the Captain's Career Course, the Warrant Officer Course. So essentially all officer education came through there, and I was able to command at that level. Some different assignments was I was able to work for NATO in Stavanger, Norway at the Joint Warfare Center. And then just being able to take the family and see different parts of the world and experience what the Army has to offer, it's been a great 25 years, and I wouldn't change it for anything.